Hi everybody, this is Lama Caroline. We're going to continue with the commentary on NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 2, okay? As requested by Rinpoche, okay? So first we're going to do some preliminary prayer, some preliminary practice, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the qualities of enlightenment, which is of Buddhahood, which is a subject vast as the sky, okay? Anyway, so those of you who like the preliminary practices at the beginning of the combined NgalSo practice, yeah? Or at the beginning of all our book and sadhanas. Those of you who like, please let's do that together, okay? Namo Guru Pye, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Guru Pye, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. Namo Guru Pye, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Triratnaya, Sangye Cheta Sogi Chonamla, Jachu Patu Dani Kyasuchi, Tagi Jinso Gipe Sonahanki, Drola Panchi Sangye Drupasho, Sangye Chutang Sogi Jonamla, Janchu Batu Dani Kyapsuchi, Tagi Jinso Gipe Sonahanki, Drola Panchi Sangye Drupasho. In the Buddha, Dharma and Sangha, we take refuge until enlightenment. Through the practice of generosity and the other perfections, may we achieve Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. The 7 limitless thoughts to turn the mind towards bodhicitta. Semchen tamche dewa tang dewe gyu tang dempa gyu chi. Semchen tamche dunya tang dunya gi gyu tang drawa gyu chi. Semchen tamche dunya mepe dewa tami drawa gyu chi. Semchen tamche nyerin chata nida trawe tamnyo la nepa gyu chi. Semchen tamche lusen gitu hunele soshun trayun lusen dewa tang dempa gyu chi. Semchen tamche NgalSo topji hinchina no chu koyu dashin samane gyu chi. Semchen tamche tanza boli hinki kedo tata chinaki shide tan dukun dempa gyu chi. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings never be separated from the great happiness that is beyond all misery. May all beings dwell in equanimity, unaffected by attraction to dear ones and aversion to others. May all beings recover from the sicknesses of mind and body pollution and enjoy relative and absolute health now and forever. May all beings relax in a pure and healthy outer and inner environment now and forever. May all beings enjoy inner and world peace now and forever. Purification of the sight and blessing of the offerings. Tamche tu ni sa shi ta se ma la so hop me pa tang. La til ta nyam be durye rajin jam po ne gyuchi. La da mi chu pe se no su sam ta hani kitro. Kun san chu tre la na me nan ke kan gu hon kya gyuchi. Om Namo Bhagavate Benza Sawa Pramadane Tathagataya Ahate Samya Sambuddhaya Tayata Om Benze Benze Maha Benze Maha Tessa Benze Maha Vidya Benze Maha Bodhicitta Benze Mahabodhi Mandopa Samkramana Benze Sawakama Awarana Bishudana Benze Soha. Expressing the power of the truth. Kuncho Sun Ki Tempa Tang Sangye Tangjan Chu Sempa Tangche Ki Jingi La Tang Soni Hyo Su So Pena Dan Chenpo Tang Chuki Nampa Tashin Sangi Mikya Pe Togi Deshin Nidu Gyuji. By the truth power of the three jewels and the blessing of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, as well as by the great strength generated by the two accumulations and the power of the pure and inconceivable Dhammadhatu, may these offerings become real. Invocation of the Healing Buddha. Malu sem chen kun ki gong yu chin du de pun je mi se jom se la no na malu yan ta ken gyu pe chom den ko je ne di she su. 7-limb prayer. Go sun gu pe gu ne cha se lo no sha yi tro che pa ma lu bu to me ne sa di tun tam che sha ke pa ge wa hanam la je ira ko wa ma to ba tu le ju ne tro la che ki ko lo ko wa tang da shen che na jan chu chen pu no. Mandala offering. Sashi ki ju shi me to tram ri ra li shi ni te gen pa di san ge shin tu mi te bu wa gi ru ku na da ha shin la che pa sho idam guru ratna mandala kam niryatayami. Guru Buddha Shakyamuni prayer. Lama Gyawa Shakya Tupala Chatse Lo Chatu Kyasu Chiwo Jingi Laptu So. Calling our Guru from afar. Lama Ken, Lama Ken, Trinchen Sawe, Lama Ken, Lama Ken, Lama Ken, Kabne Kuntu, Lama Ken, Lama Ken, Lama Ken, Trinchen Sawe, Lama Ken, Lama Ken, Lama Ken, Kabne Kuntu, Lama Ken. Uchu sampo pe gyuta shipa tu che tempe hetin le ya no da pe gedro lo san pe se pa chen pel den la me sha bla so wa de oma guru vajradhara suhumati muni Shahasahane kama uttavadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasiti Humoma Guru Vajradhara Suhumati Muni Shahasahane kama uttavadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasiti Humoma Guru Vajradhara Suhumati Muni Shahasahane kama uttavadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasiti Hum Pakya ke kutang tahagilu Pakya ke suntang tagina Pakya ke tutang tahagi Danyame chitu jingilo Makya ke kutang tahagilu Makya ke suntang tagina Makya ke kutang tahagi Danyame chitu jingilo. Mantra of self-healing and spiritual company. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakya Muni Soha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakya Muni Soha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakya Muni Soha. Om Maitreya Maitreya Maha Maitreya Arya Maitreya Soha. Om Maitreya Maitreya Maha Maitreya Arya Maitreya Soha. Om Maitreya Maitreya Maha Maitreya Arya Maitreya Soha. Om Ahum Karuna Karuna Maha Karuna Arya Karunaye Soha. Om Ahum Karuna Karuna Maha Karuna Arya Karunaye Soha. Om Ahum Karuna Karuna Maha Karuna Arya Karunaye Soha. Okay, hi everybody. Hope you're all well this week, yeah? Okay, so let's look at Buddha, yeah? So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about the qualities of enlightenment, okay? So let's see, let's do like this now. Better look at Shakyamuni Buddha, yeah? Okay, so in the last teaching, now on Tuesday, we were talking a little bit about how one could become a Buddha, how one could achieve Buddhahood or awakening, okay? This is a very fundamental subject if you're a Buddhist, yeah? It's like the big question, isn't it, yeah? So over the last few teachings, we've been talking about how to develop the three principal aspects: definite emergence, bodhicitta, the correct view of reality, no? And we've talked about the Mahayana path, yeah? So how we need to progress through what's called the 5 Mahayana paths, and then the 10 Bhumi, yeah, the 10 levels, yeah? And last time we also talked about the 8 causes for bodhicitta to arrive in our mind, yeah? And last thing we talked about was the 22 types of bodhicitta, yeah? Okay, so this was a super brief summary of a lot of the subject, actually, that's in something called Abhisamaya Alamkara, the ornament of clear realization, which is a very important text. Actually was created by Buddha Maitreya and given to Mahasiddha Jampatogme Asanga and brought back to the human world. Yeah, so anyway, now a Galupa tradition, this is an important practice, yeah. Lama Ganshan, it went every year when he used to go to Borobudur together with an assembly of monk and Lama and Anila and Rinpoche and everybody else. One of the things that we used to do is we would recite the root text of the Abhisamaya Alankara on Borobudur, no? At the bottom of Borobudur. Why? Because it's very important, because Borobudur is a very holy place. So they're reciting the holy texts of our lineage. It creates one special tendril or interdependence, very powerful, yeah? So anyway, if you want to know more about all these things, there's a very long teaching called Abhisamaya Alankara, yeah? Huge, long teaching, yeah? But Rinpoche's way actually was to explain for us, let's say, new people, in an easy way, in a simple way, how to practice, okay? Yeah? Yeah? And so, anyway, so this is the summary. And then, of course, if you like to know more details, you're extremely welcome, yeah? Okay? So, the last thing I said last time was I was talking about the 22 types of bodhicitta, okay? So in fact, and we were describing them a bit like, I mean, a little bit, not exactly like joking, but Rinpoche used to use a lot of humor, okay, to give his teachings, yeah. So we were explaining the 22 types of bodhicitta, which are extremely beautiful, just to refresh the mind. They're the earth-like bodhicitta, gold-like bodhicitta, moon-like bodhicitta, fire-like bodhicitta, treasure like bodhicitta, precious source like bodhicitta, sea like bodhicitta, Vajra like bodhicitta, mountain like bodhicitta, medicine like bodhicitta, friend like bodhicitta, wish granting jewel like bodhicitta, sun like bodhicitta, song like bodhicitta, king like bodhicitta, treasury like bodhicitta, highway like bodhicitta, mount like bodhicitta, spring of water like bodhicitta, pleasant sound like bodhicitta, river like bodhicitta, and cloud like bodhicitta. Yeah, okay, so there's these 22 types of bodhicitta. So last time, little bit like kind of a little bit joking, yeah, I was saying it's a bit like the menu in a pizzeria, you know, each one is very tasty, very delicious, and then we were like, oh, I want to be this one, I want to be that one, yeah. However, actually, okay, also I didn't want people to feel like too overwhelmed, because actually what it says in the Abhisamaya Alankara is actually we need to progress through all these 22 stages of bodhicitta one by one, yeah. Yeah, and when we've passed through all 22, we will achieve Buddhahood, yeah. So that's what we're going to talk about today, yeah. Okay, so anyway, hopefully some kind of small idea or feeling or taste we got. Okay, so I thought first, I thought really, you know, okay, actually in the self-healing teachings, okay, Rinpoche, he taught different ways for different audiences. So Rinpoche emphasized very much that everybody in the world was welcome to try and practice self-healing and to use NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing as a way of balancing the body and mind. And he said for this, even you don't need to be a Buddhist, you can be whatever you want, there's no commitment and these kind of things, yeah? However, if we want to use self-healing as a way of enlightenment, then naturally there are some commitments. So it's like there's different kinds of like package, let's say, you know, like when you buy a software, there's a trial version, a free version, and then there's the full version, which comes with more commitment, actually, yeah, from both sides, yeah. Both has to like give something, yeah, okay. So anyway, so we have these different packages, different options of self-healing, yeah. So we can use self-healing as a way to balance our body and mind. How wonderful. Because we need so much, not just for ourselves, we need for society and the world, and also as a way of enlightenment, yeah. Actually, the word actually is awakening, not enlightenment, yeah. Rinpoche emphasized this very much, okay. So I thought, okay, so we've talked about, okay, we need to progress these 5 Mahayana paths and the 10 bhumis. We need to progress sequentially through the 22 types of bodhicitta, yeah. And then we get to Buddhahood. Okay, this is according to the Mahayana explanation. Of course, according to Tantra, then there's some other explanations, but we're going to stick to the Mahayana explanation today. So, if we achieve awakening, yeah, what would it be like, yeah? So I thought, what better to do to talk about awakening is to refer to the Lalita Vistara Sutra, yeah? Because Rinpoche always emphasized, correctly of course, that whatever Buddhist teaching we're talking about, we should refer to the life of the Buddha. And of course, the Buddha, the awakened one, who better to refer to than how to get awakened, how to get enlightened, yeah? So I thought maybe we look inside here, the Lalita Vistara, and we look what it says about the Buddha getting enlightened, okay? So anyway, so if you like, there's this whole beautiful book explaining the process, how Siddhartha gradually accumulated all the causes, and then finally sat down under the Bodhi tree on the eve of the full moon of May, which is actually this year. No, it's next Wednesday, yeah, 26th, according to the Western calendar. Yeah, sorry, the full moon of May in the constellation of Pushkar. He sat down and he said, I'm not getting up until I achieve awakening. And in fact, that's what he did, yeah. And then he became Buddha Shakyamuni, yeah. So let's look inside the Lalita Vistara and see what happened, yeah, at this very crucial part of the story, okay? Okay, so, I mean, okay, we all know sort of the story, yes? When the Buddha sat down under the Bodhi tree, then actually Mara, he sent, first he sent his daughters, which represent the forces of desirous attachment, yeah, which failed to disturb the Bodhisattva's mind, the 10th ground Bodhisattva's mind. And then Mara sent his army of very negative-looking enemies, yeah, okay, a whole army of demons and negative beings to attack Siddhartha. But as we know from the famous story, no, all their weapons were transformed into flowers, yeah, okay, because of the Bodhisattva's incredible love and compassion towards all beings, yeah, okay? Okay. Okay. And then actually after that, Siddhartha was challenged by Mara, and Mara said that actually, I don't think you're good enough to achieve awakening. And so Siddhartha called Bhumi, the earth goddess, as his witness. And she said, actually, I've been watching you for many, many, many lifetimes. I completely trust in you. You are completely worthy of enlightenment. So she backed him up. Okay. So then, So in fact, Bhumi, or Svara, the earth goddess, she said, "It is true, just as the great being, the Bodhisattva, declared, and what's more, you are the purest of all beings." Okay. And with that, the earth goddess and her retinue disappeared. Mara's army, were truly terrified by the earth goddess's testament and began to flee. Mara also withdrew, but had not surrendered, i.e. is going to come back again. Okay, so actually in the Lalita Vistara, next to the attack of the daughters, which fails, and then relief 96, the bas relief on Borobudur. So Rinpoche liked very much to take us to Borobudur. If anybody can in the future, please go there. So beautiful. All these panels, they illustrate the Lalita on the first gallery that you can see clearly on Borobudur. These illustrate the life of the Buddha, Lalita Vistara Sutra, the Divine Play Sutra. In this book, which you can get from the NgalSo.org website, from our online shop, it's on page 303, relief 96, the Bodhisattva achieved the highest wisdom, because where better to look about what's enlightenment than the story of the Buddha's enlightenment. So it says, now that Mara has been defeated and was unable to distract Siddhartha from his task, the Bodhisattva, that's Siddhartha, entered into meditation. Free from desire and with a peaceful mind, full of awareness and joy, his meditation was steady, and the Bodhisattva achieved the first level of meditation. Siddhartha proceeded to cease watching his mind, his observations and reflections. In this way, he achieved single-pointed concentration called tranquil abiding. A side effect of achieving tranquil abiding is a feeling of supreme bliss. Yet, Siddhartha remained steady. In the next level of meditation, the Bodhisattva let go of the feeling of pleasurable bliss. Unattached to this bliss, he achieved equanimity with awakened awareness, with a joyful mind. Actually, this is one of when we take the Bodhisattva vows. When we enter into the Mahayana practice, this is one thing we promise: is not to get attached to the bliss of concentration. Okay, you might think at the moment I don't have any of that, but one day, if we keep meditating, we will. So this is like a kind of trap on the spiritual path, to be so absorbed in the bliss of meditation that we don't free ourselves from samsara and achieve nirvana. So anyway, so the Bodhisattva Siddhartha was like, yes, whatever, I shall not be distracted from my goal, awakening. So it says, next Siddhartha let go of the joyful feeling. So he no longer discriminated between good or bad, between pleasure or suffering. Instead, his meditation was steady, residing in equanimity with full awareness and completely pure. Okay, so now he has equanimity in terms of his personal experience, no pleasure, pain, and neutrality. Through the early part of the night, the Bodhisattva prepared his mind, a steady base on which to develop wisdom from the divine eye. Okay, the divine eye is when you start to achieve clairvoyance. Okay. So in the early part of the night, the Bodhisattva so the divine eye showed the Bodhisattva all sentient beings in their endless cycles of birth and death. The Bodhisattva watched the actions of beings as they made good and bad actions of body, speech, and mind, and he saw how their various karmas manifested in high or low rebirths. He understood clearly how karma worked and the multitude of ways that it can manifest, including who he was, where he lived, and what he ate. Okay. So Okay, so at this very high level of meditative concentration, yeah, the bodhisattva, a bodhisattva, yeah, Narya bodhisattva, they start to have this. Well, first they have this flashback in regard to themselves, yeah. So, for example, the Jataka tales, which are the birth stories of the Buddha through many, many, many different lives, yeah. Okay, so this is based on the Buddha actually remembering at this exact point or his previous birth. So actually, of course, he had more than 660, yeah, or whatever. Anyway, 600 something, yeah. But anyway, yeah. At first, it came into his own mind, his own past lives, and what happened, the cause and effect. Like, for example, in the Jataka tales, he was born, I don't know, as an elephant, as a prince, as this, as that, you know. So I remembered, like, why that happened. So, like, imagine, you know, for us, yeah. Sometimes we have like little flashback about what happened to us earlier in this life, and very occasionally, people, when they're meditating, you know, and their minds are more clear, they also have flashbacks related to other lives, yeah, okay, like some flash maybe when they do an empowerment or something. So imagine if the floodgates are open, yeah, and you start to see everything you ever did, which is what the Buddha's experiencing here, no? Incredible, no? Yeah. So I mean, sometimes I think, no, why we don't remember from life to life is because it would be too much for our minds at the moment. Yeah, we don't want to know what happened. No? It would be too much. Yeah, okay. But anyway, at this point, this is what the Bodhisattva. Yeah, he had this flash of all the lives, and also not only his own, but he started to understand cause and effect for many, many, many kinds of beings throughout the universe. Yeah. Then it says, in the middle watch of the night, in the middle part of the night, the Bodhisattva looked into his own mind to understand where the source of suffering lay in order to put a stop to it. He brought back memories of his own past lives, stretching back over many eons. So an eon is we've had 3 countless great eons since the beginning of the universe. So an eon is about 4 billion years or something. So it's a long time, yeah, okay. So he could remember right back to actually the beginning of this universe, yeah? So moreover, he remembered the past lives of countless other beings, also stretching back over eons and in equal detail, yeah? So, okay, we might think this is impossible. Obviously, for us, it's impossible, but it doesn't mean for a being whose mind is completely pure and open that this is impossible, yeah? So the Buddha could remember these lives in detail, including who he was, where he lived, and even what he'd eaten. During the third and final part of the night, just before dawn, the Bodhisattva prepared his mind to defeat suffering and the causes of suffering. He came to realize that all existence is suffering, so that suffering is inevitable. Everybody is bound, every ordinary being is bound to endless cycles of birth, old age, sickness, death, and rebirth, with no means to escape the cycle. The Bodhisattva understood that the cause of old age and death is birth. So, then, what is the cause of birth? Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is a bit like what comes first, the chicken and the egg, no? So what he's doing here is actually meditating on the 12 links of interdependent origination, yeah? So on most Tibetan Buddhist temples and monasteries, outside the door, we have this picture painted, or these days like a poster or something, that's called the Wheel of Life, yeah? So, so anyway, he understood why we have those things it refers to the Buddha's actual experience, yeah? So he said, what's the cause of birth? So what's the cause of birth is becoming existence, yeah? What is the cause of existence? Grasping is the cause of existence, yeah? Okay. The grasping mind brings itself into existence by finding a body, yeah? Okay, so, okay, this explanation here, okay? From this is based many of the Lamrim teachings, okay? Like what we call the intermediate scope of the Lamrim teachings, yeah? Maybe if you've not heard this before, maybe for the first time, it's like, what is this? What is this? But this is like in a very condensed form. It's like the basis of Buddhism, actually, yeah? Okay? And it's showing us the way out of suffering, yeah? So this is very important, yeah? So, okay, if we don't understand, no problem. We will explain what it all means, yeah? Don't give up, yeah? Okay? Anyway, so let me show. Maybe I'll show you a picture. Maybe it's easier. Okay. Let me find if I can find you a picture. Okay, here we are. Rinpoche provides a nice picture in NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 3. Okay. So let's have a look. So, all right, here we are. So this is what we're talking about here. See this? This is called the Wheel of Life. I don't know if you can see. So like a line drawing, yeah, usually in color, yeah. So this is like a mirror showing like ourselves, yeah. In the center is the motor of desire, hatred, and ignorance. And then is good. People are going up and going down. There's what's called the 6 realms of samsara, different emotional states. And this here, this around the edge is called the chain of samsara. Now this is what we're presently talking about, yeah. This here is death, yama, yeah? So death is showing us a mirror, i.e. you're going to die. We're all going to die. Look at yourself, yeah? Okay? It's all, okay, you might think this is pretty depressing, but don't worry, yeah? Here's Buddha saying, don't worry, there's a way out, and there's a moon up there. That's enlightenment, yeah? Like one of the 22 types of bodhicitta. And usually in Tibetan, it's written, just like an elephant can destroy don't get stuck in a swamp like an elephant, yeah? But instead, break out of samsara like an elephant breaking a grass hut, yeah, which means it's very easy, yeah, okay, because an elephant could destroy a grass hut like nothing, yeah. So this we're referring to this picture, yeah. So how can I say? So okay, so what we're now talking about is the Buddha start to meditate on this. So here, actually, this was Rinpoche's idea to take each one of what's called the 12 links of interdependent origination, show them more clearly, and actually there's a meditation here, yeah. So the first one is birth, aging, and death, yeah. So then the Buddha thinks, oh, you know, where does death come from? It comes from birth, no? When you're born, you'll die, you know, you don't need any other cause than that, yeah. So then, okay, so what's the cause of birth then, yeah, okay. Yeah. So what's the cause of birth? The next one, yeah, okay, so you can see there's somebody being born there, okay. So what is the cause of birth? Let's go back, yeah. So the cause of being born is what we call existence, yeah, okay. Actually, here in this book, yeah, NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 3, there's a very nice explanation of the chain of interdependent origination and how to overcome it. I would recommend it for all NgalSo friend and follower, okay, yeah. So basically, what's existence, yeah, okay. So it's like at the moment of death, yeah, I mean, us normal people know we have fear, we have grasping onto life, so that it triggers like the cause to be rebirth again within samsara, yeah, okay. So that yeah, that's existence, yeah, okay. Yeah, and once the karma goes, it's like a automatic pilot, yeah. That's why it's very important for us at the last moment to take refuge in Guru Buddha or in something positive, which is why actually all religions are positive, yeah. Like, for example, Christian people who receive the last rites, or all other religious traditions, that they have this positive thing, no? That at the last moment people's minds have become positive, yeah. So it's creating the cause for a positive higher rebirth, yeah, which is actually why actually religions have this good thing to help the dying, no? Okay, so we need to change that, yeah, okay, but how, yeah, okay. So we need to understand this whole process. So then the next one is what's the cause of this existence is grasping. I don't know if you can see here, that's the picture of a lady, and she's grasping at a fruit, yeah, which is actually a bit out of reach, yeah, yeah. So this is so actually this is like as we die, no? It's like this strong, like it's not intellectual, it's like extremely powerful grasping after life, yeah, okay. And yeah, it's like almost uncontrollable unless we've trained our minds, yeah, okay. Yeah. So actually here, very nice. So in Rinpoche's book, NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 3, you know, he explains like each time we're understanding something, yeah. So it's like the shadow in our mind is getting less and the inner light is increasing, yeah. So and how we actually purify all these things is by understanding emptiness, the lack of inherent existence of ourself and all other phenomena. Yeah? So by meditating on the emptiness of all these things like death, birth, existence, grasping, yeah, one by one, yeah. Then it's like the darkness recedes and the inner light increases, yeah. So it says here, for example, ninth light, yeah, cutting dependently arising grasping. As a result of the positive dependently arising cause and condition of relaxing our mind into the absolute space of emptiness, we cut the ninth link of the chain of samsara, and we experience the self-healing cessation of our impure dependently arising grasping, yeah. So then it's like each time, like it says a portion of the shadows of our self-cherishing attachment and hatred cease. So it's a bit like we've pushed the delete button on our computer, yeah. You know, on your computer they have those programs now, and some things it's like, do not press this button, because if you press this, your whole system will be erased, and once it starts, it can't stop, yeah. So this is a bit like the same. No, it's like we've hit the red button, yeah. We're actually understanding emptiness, yeah, and what, through the 5 paths and the 10 bhumis, we're getting a direct experience of emptiness. So it's like, so we're deleting samsara, yeah. So very cool, actually, yeah. Okay, so what's the cause of dependently arising grasping? Yeah, it's dependently arising craving. I don't know if you can see here. So there's a beautiful illustration of somebody in a bar. Actually, looks like he's having a picnic. Yeah, but anyway, it's somebody who wants more alcohol to drink. Yeah, so we all know that feeling. Yeah, okay. So it's like, I want more. I'm not satisfied. Like craving. Yeah, okay. So. So usually when we talk about dependent arising, we talk about it in the other way around. No, from ignorance comes this, how it goes up to old age, sickness, and death. But in order to press the delete button, we have to go backwards. Yeah, okay. Like as the Buddha explains, he explains here in the Lalita Vistara. Yeah. So, so it says. Actually, I'll read this one as well. This one's good too. Yeah, it says. This is on page 276 of the English version of NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 3. Yeah? So it says the negative dependently arising cause and condition, yeah, of our negative feelings is craving. Yeah, okay. So it says craving is like a drunk person in a bar at closing time, craving for the good times and the happy feelings of this life's party to continue. Yeah, we crave not leave the bar of this life, and we fear going outside through the door of death, where we think suffering and bad times await us. Yeah. So they have these like very nice like images. Yeah. Why? Because it's easier our mind needs this kind of archetype, this image to understand. Yeah. Not just intellectually, but emotionally, subconsciously, on many different levels. Yeah. Okay. So now we're pressing the delete button, and it's erase it. Well, it's being erased because we're understanding emptiness. No. Yeah, through entering the Mahayana path of seeing, and then the Mahayana path of meditation, and going up through the bhumis. Yeah. Also, another thing, actually, I didn't really make it clear last time, because we're speaking like very short, no, very simply, is that the bodhisattva perfections are kind of like rocket fuel or something. Yeah, for us to go up through the bhumis. So let's imagine we're in a rocket going up to enlightenment. I don't know if you've ever. Maybe rockets are not like this anymore, but in the 60s, yeah, when they first started with rockets, yeah, they used to have like stages, yeah, with different kinds of fuel, So each kind of section, as it goes up to a different level, yeah, it needs a different kind of energy. So the first bhumi, actually, we need to practice the perfection of generosity. So the perfection of generosity is let's say, the rocket fuel that gets us up through the first bhumi, yeah, okay? Then the rocket fuel for the second bhumi is the perfection of patience, and so on, yeah, and then so on and so on, yeah, and then the perfection of ethics, energy, concentration, wisdom takes us up to the sixth bhumi, yeah. When we get to the 7th bhumi, we become Arya Bodhisattva, and we're almost there, yeah. We have so incredible mind, and we start to really purify the obscurations to omniscience at that point, yeah. So it's like that. It's like kind of like a rocket. At that point, we've like broken out of the Earth's atmosphere, actually, yeah. Because at that point, we're not. Well, this isn't an analogy, but we cannot come back down again, yeah. At that point, yeah? After that, let's say we go into outer space, we go into orbit, yeah. Whereas before, even up to the 6th bhumi, unfortunately, so we can. How do you say? Not progress, deprogress. We can, yeah. Disinvolve it, but if we follow our delusions. But after we break out into the 7th bhumi, into the absolute space, let's say near Buddhahood, we're too high, we're too transcendent, we cannot come down, we can only continue up there, yeah, okay? Anyway, so what's the cause of craving? Yeah, okay, we all know what craving is now on the ordinary level, but the craving at the moment of death, no doubt, is much, much stronger, no? Yeah. So the cause of craving is feeling, yeah, okay? So actually, there's a picture, I don't know if you can see here. Can you see? There's a picture of, I don't think it's very clear, yeah? But there's a picture of a guy, yeah? And actually he's got an arrow stuck in his eye, yeah? Which obviously would be a very unpleasant, painful feeling, yeah? Okay. So why do we crave, like samsaric rebirth is because we have many pleasant feelings, actually pleasant experiences. So that's why we don't want to continue like better the devil we know kind of thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it says here in Self-Healing 3, our feelings pierce and stab at our senses every moment of the day and night. Yeah. Like being shot in the eye with an arrow, which would be incredibly horrible and painful. Yeah. Yeah, so the normal, ordinary, when we talk about these things, no, we're talking about the ordinary mind, like, so it says dependently arising feeling causes our negative mind to grow, yeah? All this is based on ignorance, based on the mind projecting reality on the wrong view, yeah? So finally, here, the Buddha's pressed the delete button, yeah? So finally, this wrong view of reality is being erased from his mind, yeah? Like totally and forever erased, yeah? Okay. Not only the obscurations to liberation, yeah, the delusions and karma, but the obscurations to omniscience, which are the subtle imprints of those things, yeah, okay? So what's the cause of dependently arising feeling? Is dependently arising contact. So there's a very graphic picture of contact, yeah, okay? So, yeah. So when the... So this is when the mind, how do you say this? So when the senses meet the objects of the outer world, yeah, it's kind of like, well, the symbol is like a couple, no, in union, yeah. So it's this idea of like embracing, like this. So it's like the sexual union of a man and woman, and as it results in the birth of the 6 sense consciousnesses, because this is how they explain it in Indian and Tibetan Mahayana Buddhism, yeah. That there's the outer world, okay? Then the 6 sense powers, let's say our eye sense power, ear sense power, and so on, they come into contact, yeah, come into union with the objects, yeah, and from this is produced the 6 sense consciousnesses, which is how we perceive the world, no? Like eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness. There's 5 sense consciousness, and then there's the 6th one, which is mental consciousness, okay? Yeah. So this is how we perceive the world, and all this is based presently, like for us ordinary people, on ignorance, on this idea that things truly exist from their own side. Why? Because why? Nobody knows why, but our mind arrived broken. Yeah, when we were born, we already, unless we were like some super high enlightened emanation of Tolku, is possible. There are some in the world, but for the rest of us, we arrived with either a fully broken or partially broken mind. So of course it doesn't work. Yeah. So of course we see reality in a very wrong way. So of course we're unhappy and we suffer, yeah. So if we turn this chain in the other way, it's like a motor, like in your car, no? There's a band, no, that allows the power of your motor to go to the wheels. So this chain of samsara, yeah, is powering. Okay, the motor is ignorance, desire, and hatred, yeah. Okay, but this chain, yeah, like on a bicycle, no, it's transmitting that, turning the wheel of samsara, yeah. So what we're now doing is taking the chain to pieces bit by bit, and then we're going to throw it away, yeah? Okay? Or in a modern example, we're erasing it from our mental computer, yeah? Okay? Okay. So what's the cause of dependently arising contact? So the cause of that is the dependently arising sense power. So here's a picture of a Tibetan house. Can you see? Yeah. So there's a door and 5 windows. Yeah. So it says, when we are born in our mother's womb, our body and mind is like a newly built house with 6 openings for our eye, ear, nose, tongue, and tactile sense energies. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when we're born, actually, as we're conceived and grow up in our mother's womb, it's like our body forms, no? Okay. But yeah, it says that the senses, they only start to activate at a certain point. I don't know what they say nowadays. There's a certain number of weeks after in the womb when the baby starts to become aware in some way of itself, no? Yeah. And then starts to have feelings of pleasure, pain, and so on, yeah. Yeah, so the fact that we're born with senses, yeah, okay, it's like we're set up to fail somehow, yeah, because our mind will meet external objects, and then because, let's say, our mental computer is damaged or broken, or there's a virus or something, yeah, then automatically we will create a sensation of truly existent pleasure, pain, and neutral feelings. We will crave the pleasant. We will have aversion to the negative ones and ignore the neutral ones, yeah. Then we will develop strong grasping for the pleasant experiences not to stop, yeah, especially at the time of death, and this will propel us into another samsaric rebirth, and we'll be born, and then we'll get age and get sick and die again and again and again, yeah. So this is the actual mechanism of samsara, okay? Okay, so anyway, the Buddha's meditating, is pressing the delete button, yeah. So why are we born in a mother's womb with these five physical senses and later the mental sense power? Why? Yeah? So why? The cause of that is called name and form, yeah. Okay, so you can see here there's somebody, actually there's two people, a man and a woman, sat in a boat, yeah. Okay, going over the ocean of samsara, yeah. So anyway, so this is actually, yeah. Okay, there's different explanations about this one, yeah. Okay, but here it says, well, our conscious, when we die, no, okay, death is not the end, yeah. Okay, obviously not the whole of us survives, yeah, because death is when the subtle consciousness leaves the body, yeah. Okay, but what survives is the consciousness that bears the imprints of our throwing actions. What survives is like our subtle mind, yeah, which is a stream of consciousness and energy, okay, yeah, which is not something physical, yeah, and it takes with it, let's say Rinpoche used to call it an inner space disk, yeah, okay, so everything we ever did is recorded. So it's no point thinking, oh, nobody saw me, it doesn't matter, yeah, because anyway, it doesn't matter, our own mind is recording everything, yeah. We can't cheat ourselves, yeah. Which is why Yama, the Lord of Death, is holding up a big mirror to us, yeah. Like you can't cheat yourself, yeah. All this is inside of us, yeah. The 6 realms of existence, yeah. So anyway, so at the time of death, the mind leaves the body, the subtle mind with all its different karmic baggage, let's say, yeah. And so, yeah, okay, so then this is what will go on and seek rebirth, no, yeah. Why it's called name and form is because, some beings are born in Buddhism. Okay, Buddhism is a very complex, let's say, thing, yeah. So, and they talk about many other states of consciousness that are not immediately obvious to normal people, let's say, with a job, a cat, a parrot, a mortgage, normal people, yeah. So however, meditators, they have access to many, many other states of consciousness. So there's things called we're in what's called the desire realm, yeah, okay? I want this, I want that, I'm never satisfied, and so on, yeah, okay? But then there's something called the form realm and the formless realm, which are subtle states of consciousness that we actually enter into if we meditate, yeah, okay? If our mind gets more and more subtle, yeah? So there's some beings who have no form, no physical body. They're just kind of like pure consciousness, actually, yeah, okay? Very subtle, pure beings made of light, made of consciousness, yeah, okay? So anyway, so some of these beings, they don't have any form, so that's why it's called name and form, because they don't have a physical form, but they have a name, whatever their name might be. I don't know, maybe some godly name, yeah, some deva name, yeah. Yeah, so the consciousness is still there. The consciousness transmigrates from life to life, yeah, okay? So, and then, so you can see the picture is like, this is a man, there's 2 people, name and form, yeah, inside the boat which is actually this boat is actually kind of like, I would say, like lost in the ocean of samsara. Yeah, actually, looks like they're going away from the shore. Yeah, okay, because the shore is behind them. We need to cross over and get to the other shore. Yeah, looks like they're going in the wrong direction. Yeah? So anyway, so we don't want this. Yeah, okay. So if we don't want that, we have to meditate on emptiness. Yeah, okay, and progress through the bodhisattva bhumi as Siddhartha was doing at this point. Yeah, okay. So then what happens is actually what next is erased, let's say, is the cause for dependently arising consciousness. That does not mean that consciousness is extinguished, but it means the samsaric consciousness, the consciousness that projects things as dualistic, is extinguished. Yeah. So here, here's a picture of the ordinary consciousness. Can you see? It's like a monkey, yeah? And it's running like those of you who've been in Asia, you've seen, no? Like in Kathmandu or in India or these kind of places, yeah? Monkeys, if they want something, like, yeah? Or like, for example, in Swayambhu Nath in Kathmandu, no? They have those monkeys, yeah? They just run up and down, yeah? After what they want, yeah? So this is a symbol of the samsaric, dependently arising consciousness, yeah? So it says here, our throwing actions, yeah, which the actions that throw us from life to life, are which is the one before, yeah? The result of the negative dependently arising cause and conditions of our throwing actions is our dependently arising monkey-like consciousness, which endlessly runs up and down the tree of samsara, never still for even one moment. Our stream of consciousness and life energy is always unstable, always moving between the darkness and light of the lower and upper realms. Another example might be like, I don't know if you get, don't try this, but imagine, because we like bees, yeah? We want more bees. We need to be friends and kind with bees, yeah? But if you got a bee and put it in a big jar, yeah, let's say, or a fly or something, where can it go? It can go up or it can go down, but it can't go out of the jar because there's a lid on the jar. So this is like us in samsara. We can go up to the Deva realms, we can go down to the lower realms, but what we can't do unless we understand the path to awakening, unless we understand definite emergence, bodhicitta, and the correct view of reality, we cannot get out. If we want to get out and open the lid, we need to meditate with the two bodhicittas, actually, yeah? Relative and conventional bodhicitta, yeah? As Siddhartha showed how to do under the Bodhi tree, yeah? So what's the cause of the monkey-like consciousness? It is rebirth, creating action. So I don't know if you can see here. There's a picture of a potter, yeah? Okay, can you see that? So there's a potter. He's got like a kind of Indian kind of potter. He's got a simple wheel, no, that he's turning, spinning, yeah? And he's making different pots. Some are very nice and some are very ugly, yeah? So this is showing our karma, our actions, yeah? Okay. So because we have a broken mind, yeah, we don't see things properly, yeah, then it's like all the time, actually, our mind is producing many, many different kinds of rebirth creating actions. Karma just means action. It's not something like mystical or something like that, yeah? Yeah. So we have many different actions, like the pots made by a potter, yeah? Whether the vases are beautiful or ugly depends on the potter's actions or on our actions, yeah, okay? So our experience depends on our own action, yeah? We are responsible for our own experience, yeah? So similarly, whether our life is beautiful or ugly depends on the light or dark actions we create every moment of the day and night, yeah? Yeah? So if we understand emptiness, this ceases to be a problem. The erase button erases this part of the, let's say, fabrication of samsara that within our minds, yeah, okay? So when we say these things, by the way, some people say, oh, I don't agree, you know? Of course, everybody's free to not agree, of course, why not, yeah? But we're not denying that world events are happening, yeah? That there are wars, there are famine, there's great suffering, and also, of course, we spend a lot of our time praying and dedicating that may the sick be healed, may those who are in famines have enough resources and so on, yeah? May wars stop, may the climate improve, yeah? So please don't think that Buddhism is like something passive and we just sit there and don't do anything. Not at all. Mahayana Buddhism is orientated towards benefiting others. Yeah, okay. But apart from any other social action we might do, with the Buddha's idea and experience was that you have to delete this wrong program, yeah, of ignorance and of dagsin and chezim from one's own mind in order to be truly effective to benefit others. Yeah. So here the Buddha is showing us how to delete these negative viruses from our mental computer. How wonderful, yeah? Okay. It's like also not so easy, no? Like, for example, if we have something wrong with our computer, we need to take to a technician, no? Yeah? Because we don't understand how to do it, yeah? Rinpoche, Lama Caroline, he always said Lord Buddha was an inner scientist, yeah? He knew what to do, yeah? Okay. Yeah, so but we're very lucky, you know, that the Dharma exists, yeah? Because otherwise this process of projecting like the potter, the ignorant mind creating different samsaric karmas, some beautiful, some ugly, but anyway, all samsaric karmas will just continue forever, yeah? But the Buddha offered us a path to freedom, a path to liberation, yeah? We can delete this. How wonderful, yeah? So then, okay, finally, yeah? Finally, we can finish deleting the ignorance from our mental computer. Can you see here? There's a picture of actually, this one's an old man by the looks of it. Yeah, sometimes it's an old woman. Yeah, okay, but anyway, an old person. Yeah. So it says here. Yeah. Finally, yeah. It's over. Rinpoche put here. No, it's like self-grasping ignorance is too expensive. Rinpoche always gave this example. Following my delusions is too expensive. I need to cut down and economize. I need to cancel my, my huge phone bill, my huge samsara phone bill. Yeah. So it says self-grasping ignorance is too expensive, like the cataracts of an old blind woman. Actually, here's it looks like a man, but anyway, old blind person. Yeah. In this, why it says woman is because Prajna Paramita is female. No. Yeah. So the negative one is an old blind lady. Yeah. And the embodiment of the highest wisdom, yeah, is the Guru Buddha, female Guru Buddha, Prajna Paramita, yeah. So that's why this example is given, yeah. And also, of course, in Buddhism, we believe that, like when we do self-healing, no, with the two wings, no, like this, method and wisdom, yeah. So the left hand is the perfection of wisdom, yeah, the wisdom path, and the right hand is tab, is the path of skillful means, yeah. We call method and wisdom, yeah, yeah. So the wisdom is traditionally represented by the female energies, yeah, okay, within Mahayana, Indian, Tibetan Buddhism, yeah, and the right side, the male energies, represent the skillful means, yeah, okay, okay, so. Okay, so finally, now we can erase the program of self-grasping and self-cherishing ignorance from our mental computer. Like finally, yeah, okay. After so many lifetimes of suffering in samsara, yeah, yeah. I don't know, actually, if you can see, I don't know if you can see here a detail, yeah. There's an old blind man or lady, yeah, who's tottering on the edge of a cliff. So obviously, if you're blind and on the edge of a cliff, what would happen? There'd be a big danger we could fall off, do you? So all our lives has been like that. At any moment, we can fall off into the lower realms or into different kinds of unpleasant experiences. Now all this is about to stop forever, yeah? So this is what here in the Lalita Vistara is talking about when Buddha pressed the delete button, yeah? Okay, so hope that's a bit more clear, yeah? All these books, they're all kind of like interrelated, yeah? Okay. So let's go back to panel 96, yeah? Okay, so anyway, so this is, it says here, this is what Siddhartha did. He went back through, he pressed the delete button, and so he went back from death. What's the cause of death? Old age. What's the cause of old age? Birth, and all the way back to ignorance. Yeah, and he understood the nature of reality. Yeah. So, okay, and then it says page 304 in the Lalita Vistara Sutra. By realizing that the root cause of suffering are desire and ignorance, yeah, and also directly understanding their lack of inherent existence, the Bodhisattva attained the wisdom, understanding the 12 dependently arising links. Thus, he realized how to put an end to suffering and how to free himself from samsara and achieve nirvana, the state beyond suffering, yeah, which is what nirvana means, yeah. Okay, nirvana is not a nightclub, it's not a beach in Thailand, it is the state beyond suffering, it's a mental experience, yeah, okay? So if we have the state beyond suffering, we have peace and happiness all the time, yeah? Yeah. So then at dawn, in a single instant, yeah, the Bodhisattva attained the state of a fully awakened Buddha. Now remember, the word Buddha actually means the awakened one. This word enlightenment somehow was created by the first British translators, okay, of Mahayana Buddhism, yeah, but it's not actually true, yeah, okay. We should say awakening. The Buddha achieved awakening, and Lama Gangchen was very emphatic about that, yeah. We should change our words, okay, so we try, no? Okay. So in a single instance, the Bodhisattva achieved the state of a fully awakened Buddha, yeah, possessing the 3 types of knowledge. Yeah, so anyway. So then, okay, all the gods were going to celebrate, yeah. So anyway, but then they weren't quite sure if he'd achieved enlightenment or not, awakening or not, yeah. So then the Buddha flew up into the sky, yeah, and said, "My emotions have been stilled, the chain of dependent arising has been broken, and suffering is terminated," yeah, like the terminator of suffering, yeah. So then the Devas and the Devaputras, the sons and daughters of Devas, rejoiced and showered Buddha with beautiful flowers up to his knees. Yeah, so many flowers. He was kind of buried in flower petals. Very beautiful, yeah. Also in May, no? May is actually the time when all the trees are flowering, yeah? So it's a beautiful image, no? Darkness disappeared. Remember, India is in the northern hemisphere, so they have that thing. So darkness disappeared, desires were purified, views were purified, knots untied, and samsaric habits uprooted. The Dharma was fully understood. The realm of sentient beings was restored to their proper balance. So, okay, that's a very important point, actually. Yeah, when somebody achieves a spiritual realization, yeah, then it has an environmental effect. Yeah, and I didn't talk about that last time because I didn't want to like overwhelm people with information. But how to say, like, as a bodhisattva progresses through the bhumis, yeah, then each time there's a positive environmental effect, yeah, okay, which actually can be seen in the environment, which is why we give great emphasis to holy places, yeah, places with positive energy, yeah, okay. So Rinpoche always said a holy place can bless you, or if you happen to be a holy being, you can bless a place, yeah, which is what Rinpoche showed in Albagnano, and also he took us to many, many holy places of pilgrimage of the Buddhist tradition, and also many, many other holy places of other religious and spiritual traditions. Yeah? Or many, 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 no, many Hindu places. I don't know, to Assisi, many Christian sites, Druid places, all kinds of incredible places. No, yeah. Okay, but so the realm of sentient beings was restored to their proper balance, which is why, actually, one of the reasons why Lord Buddha recommend that we need to improve our mind is because as our mind improves, we create positive energy in the environment that makes the world a better place. Yeah, okay. So we might think, okay, it's not true, everything's so overwhelming, but that's because we haven't got very far on the spiritual path. Yeah, as we get further, yeah, our environmental effect will become greater. Yeah, okay. And this is true. We've seen, fortunately, we all saw this. Yeah. Through meeting great holy beings, like for example, we followers of the NgalSo tradition, we saw many great beings of the Ganden Mingyur tradition, no? Who really did have incredible environmental effects. It's true, like in the Kumpen, no, in Milano, yes. Before was really not a nice area. By the time we left and went to Albagnano, now it looks like some kind of paradise. When we go back, we can't even recognize, yeah. So not ours, Rinpoche's prayers and all the lamas and Rinpoche's, and okay, we did some, yeah. completely transformed that neighborhood, that environment. Yeah. And, yeah. So then, of course, need to move on to another place. Yeah. And do the same. Yeah. Okay. So the Buddha understood perfectly the psychology and character of every sentient being, and as a supreme physician, a supreme doctor, understood the cause of disease and their most effective remedies. Okay. So the Buddha realized the remedy to bring about the cessation of suffering and could now share it with all sentient beings, setting them too on the path to liberation. The same moment that Siddhartha attained awakening, every being in the 10 directions of every realm momentarily shared a sensation of bliss, and even those in the darkest hell were bathed in light. Yeah, all the world shook, and all the previous Buddhas rejoiced, presenting the new Buddha with gifts of illuminated jewel parasols which shone lights everywhere. So beautiful, what a beautiful image. Yeah? Devaputras, this is a class of demigods, yeah, celebrated that the Buddha would soon cause the Dharma to rain down everywhere. Yeah, so beautiful. Yeah, and it's a little bit. This is a little bit explains a little bit the feeling that we had around Rinpoche and that we have in the presence of high holy beings. Yeah, it says, in the same moment that Siddhartha achieved awakening, every being had a sensation of bliss, and this is actually exactly how we felt around Rinpoche. No? It wasn't ourselves, yeah, but because he's had such a high holy mind, yeah, we got this positive side effect, as Rinpoche would say, positive collateral effect, yeah, of like feeling super happy and super blissful and super joyful, yeah, okay. So, so this is completely true, yeah, okay. Okay, and another thing I omitted to say last time, so as not to fill everybody with too many details, is that as a bodhisattva progresses through the bhumis, through the Mahayana levels, Mahayana grounds, yeah, when they have a direct experience of emptiness, and then they're powered, let's say, up through each level by the rocket fuel of the perfection of generosity, ethics, patience, energy, concentration, and wisdom, yeah, till they break out into the Arya Bodhisattva stratosphere, yeah. Each level, they're having the earth shakes, yeah. They say there's like a kind of earthquake, yeah, little earthquake, yeah. And so there's definitely like environmental effects of people achieving real spiritual realizations, yeah, okay. Which is why we should go and visit holy places, yeah. So please, all of you, when you can, please, when it's possible, yeah, please let's visit Albagnano and Almeria Temple and the Campos Temple of Great Love in Brazil and all the other Dharma centers and so on of our tradition, because they have incredible blessings there, okay? Not just those places. Rinpoche went all over the world and put blessings, many, many different places, like everywhere actually, so like, for example, I was talking with some friends the other day, with our French-speaking NgalSo Zoom group, and they were saying about how Rinpoche gave many blessings in Vietnam, yeah? Rinpoche was so generous with his blessings, no? He really wanted the world to become a better place, yeah? Incredible places. He gave all kinds of places, shopping centers, monasteries, universities, mountains, rivers. Incredible, And of course, Rinpoche is not the only one like this, fortunately. There's many bodhisattvas, many high holy beings in this world doing this. So actually, okay, it's a very dark time, but there's many forces of light as well, So we always need to, as Rinpoche says in his teachings, never give up hope, Always look to the positive, yeah? So very nice, no? When the Buddha achieved awakening, then came many devas with jeweled parasols. Actually, this is here, you can see, which are radiating light, yeah? Can you see? Yeah? So beautiful, yeah? Okay. So the whole of the multiverse is filled with rainbow and jeweled lights because the Buddha has achieved awakening, yeah? Okay. Okay, and then after that, actually, and then the story continues, yeah? Okay. Very, very beautiful, yeah? Actually, Rinpoche used to say that this one here, this one here, what does it say? the devas bathe the Buddha with nectars, yeah. So actually, Lama Gangchen used to say that this relief here actually showed that after the so-called achieving of awakening, when the Bodhisattva achieved the 10th bhumi, then this is actually the Bodhisattva progressing through the last 3 bhumis, which are the tantric path, yeah, which is the achieving clear light, illusory body, and union. So I've been explaining according to the Mahayana, yeah. Okay, now we're having one NgalSo commentary called, which Rinpoche wanted us to publish, called Mahayana Self-Healing Commentary, which we're going to publish soon, yeah. So I'm explaining in terms of the Mahayana. Why? Because I think there's many new people, which is good enough in our Sangha. Well, actually, also old people need to know this, not just new ones, yeah. We all need to know this information. So the Mahayana explains very beautifully, very clearly how to achieve the spiritual path in a way that's possible for everybody, yeah? From A to Z, like in a gradual path, step-by-step progression, okay? So anyway, so the Lalita Vistara, beautiful sutra, says that, okay? So so many beautiful things, yeah, okay? So we need to progress through the 10 bhumis, and also we need to realize one by one the 22 forms of bodhicitta, yeah, and then we go up until we achieve finally awakening, and we become an awakened one, yeah, okay. So okay. So, okay, so you might think, okay, that's all very well, but what is it like to be a Buddha? Yeah, okay. How would it feel to be a Buddha? Yeah, what kind of, well, of course, this is a bit like an ant asking how a life would be for a human being, no? Because a Buddha, yeah, an awakened one, has a state of consciousness that's so infinitely superior to us. It's actually quite difficult for us on our level to know, yeah. However, in the Abhisamaya Alamkara teachings, there are some helpful kind of descriptions, some pointers, put like the finger pointing to the moon, some kind, so we get like one feeling, one idea, but for sure, when we get there, it will be much more amazing and mind-blowing than the sort of descriptions, like chocolate, it's brown, it's sweet, yeah, but if you put it in your mouth, it's a lot better, yeah, okay? Okay, so in the let me just find the right bit. 1 second. Okay, so having progressed through the 10th bhumis and done all the different trainings and achieved all the different realizations, yeah, okay, which is all really amazing, yeah, having freed the mind from the innate, from the learned and innate delusions, yeah. Okay, finally we get up to, okay, the Arya Bodhisattva level, yeah, okay. Okay, so on the 7th level, 7th bhumi, yeah, it's called gone afar because we've broken out through, let's say, the atmosphere of samsara. Now we will not come back down again ever. Yeah, okay. We'll either stay in the 7th bhumi or go to the 8th, 9th, 10th bhumi, 11th, 12th, 13th, and either Mahayana Buddhahood or Vajrayana Buddhahood. Yeah, there's no way down. Yeah, back to samsara. Yeah, okay. So actually, on the 7th bhumi, 7th ground, yeah, all the different kinds of grasping at yourself, yeah, and all kinds of people. It's like the emptiness realization really, really deeply penetrates the mind, yeah. We start to become free of our mental hallucination. So we no longer grasp at a truly existing self, or as truly existing sentient beings, or as having a truly existing life force or soul, or that people truly exist, or eternity truly exists, or destruction truly exists, yeah, or our aggregates truly exist, or the elements like space, wind, water, earth, and fire truly exist, yeah. So we understand all this is my mental fantasy, yeah, yeah. Things only arise due to cause and effect, dependent arising, yeah, okay. Anyway, so we have incredible realizations, yeah, really, yeah, okay. Like really, the mind of a bodhisattva, an Arya bodhisattva, is so far like Chandrakirti, yeah, in the guide to entering into the middle way. He says it's like a bird flying in the sky. At a certain point, it's not like it's run out of space, but the bird becomes tired. Yeah, okay. So it means our mind, at a certain point, it's just all too much. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's like this. The qualities of Buddha are so vast, it's like an infinite sky, yeah? And our little bird mind is like flying around. Then finally it's like, it gets tired and we have to like, okay, come, I need to rest, yeah? But anyway, some feeling hopefully we can get, yeah, okay? Okay, so we get up through the 8th ground, yeah? The immovable, yeah? On the 8th ground, yeah? We complete the perfection of prayer. So if we think, I pray, may the world become a better place, may global warming cease, and so on, yeah, okay, it happens, yeah, okay. Our prayers are powerful, yeah. We understand the thoughts of all sentient beings, like the Buddha was saying there in the Lalita Vistara. So we know what people think, yeah, okay. We can see the multiverse. We know where all the Buddhas reside throughout the multiverse, yeah. We can establish Buddha fields. That means wherever we are, it becomes a pure land because our mind is so powerful, so pure, so amazing, yeah? Yeah. All the beings around us, their minds become pure, yeah, okay? We can enact the deeds of a bodhisattva while meditating, yeah? That's actually an important point, yeah? On the spiritual path, yeah, okay? For up to this 8th ground, yeah, you have to enter into meditation and understand about the lack of inherent existence of all phenomena. Then you have to arise from meditation and go and help people, yeah, okay? Like these 2 wings, no, okay? So up to the 8th ground, you need to do this. But on the 8th bhumi, it's like this, no? Together, yeah? There's no separation, yeah? So there's no more like this. Maybe this is where it comes from in our practice, like, yeah, like this now. Then we get into the central channel, yeah? Everything is shown through symbols, no? Okay, so here we are flying up to the 8th ground, and now finally, okay, we can meditate while helping people. Not just meditate, we can see the lack of inherent existence directly of all the people and the situations and what's going on, yeah? So, but it doesn't mean that, for example, that bodhisattvas don't see suffering, because they do, yeah? Like Rinpoche, yeah, used to spend, did incredible things all the time, yeah? But let's say every lunchtime, he used to watch the news, yeah, in many, many different channels, and he would meditate and pray and dedicate for the people in war and suffering all over the world, yeah. So it's not, okay, even though high bodhisattva Buddhas, they have this high mind. For themselves, everything is pure, everything's positive, yeah. But they can still see the suffering of other beings. They can still empathize with it and heal it, yeah. This is why in the Wheel of Life pictures, we have Buddhas going in all the different realms of samsara. It doesn't mean that, like, if Buddha goes to like hell or to the preta, to the state of addiction, yeah, that the Buddha is an addict. No, the Buddha is not an addict, yeah, but is able to help the people who have that state of consciousness, yeah, that kind of suffering, yeah. So it goes like that, yeah. The Buddha helps the animal beings or the people with animal impulses. It doesn't mean that the Buddha has like an animal mind, yeah, and so on, yeah. So actually that's a really important point, yeah. So even though we have this high mind, this pure mind, we still see other people's pain and suffering, although at that point we know it's actually unnecessary, that the mind sadly is creating this profound illusion and everybody's lost in it, yeah. How sad, how pitiful. So then a bodhisattva or a Buddha would make even more effort to free other people from suffering. This is like what the word Avalokiteshvara, Buddha Chenrezi's name, means, yeah? Okay? Sees everybody, is creating this unnecessary illusion and has incredible love and compassion for them and wishes to guide them out of samsara, yeah? Okay? Okay, so, and then a bodhisattva on the 8th ground, yeah, will willingly take rebirth for the benefit of sentient beings. So as Shantideva said, as long as space exists, for as long as there are migrating beings, for that long I will continue to be reborn, to take away the pain and suffering of all beings, yeah, so that again and again, forever, they will take rebirth in order to guide all beings out of the illusion of suffering, out of samsara, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so amazing, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm spending, actually, this is actually a very short look at these things, actually, in the Mahayana teachings. Actually, they explain these things very beautifully in great depth. Also, so delicious, these teachings, yeah. But I thought at least one little taste, one little idea we should have, yeah. Then when we meditate, then we start. Then we think about Vairocana, Akshobhya, Ratnasambhava, Amitabha, Amoghasiddhi. Makes more sense, no? Because we can see, look, they look exactly the same as Buddha Shakyamuni, except one is white, one is blue, one is yellow, one is red, one is green, and they're doing 5 different mudras. Okay, they're like harmonics of the energy of enlightenment, of awakening, no, Buddha Shakyamuni, no? It's actually quite clear to see, actually, isn't it? Yeah. So if we understand more about what awakening is, then it makes more sense saying, oh, I would like to be Amitabha, I would like to be Akshobhya, yeah? Otherwise, who is Akshobhya? What is Akshobhya? What do they represent? Why should I want to be like them, yeah? Why should I make that a central part of my life, yeah? And so on, yeah? Okay, so I hope it's all becoming a bit clearer, yeah? Okay, on the 9th bhumi, the 9th bodhisattva ground, yeah? Yeah? Okay, it's like, then we have the perfection of force, yeah? It's kind of like awakened force, yeah? So like spiritual power, yeah? Like how do you say, like awesome spiritual power, basically, yeah? Okay, which some holy beings in this world have manifested, yeah? So at that point we get that, yeah? And on that point, yeah, we start to think, okay, like Siddhartha did before when he was in Tushita, I need to take rebirth, and then you look for an excellent family, an excellent place to take rebirth in a way that can benefit all beings, yeah, okay? Then the 10th ground, the 10th bhumi. At this point, the perfection of exalted awareness is completed and we achieve awakening, yeah? So how do we do that, yeah? By continuing to meditate on emptiness, yeah? Emptiness, the lack of inherent existence of ourself, our aggregates or phenomena, until we achieve the exalted awareness of what's called the final continuum of the 10th ground. That means the last mind is an ordinary person, yeah? Okay? After this, we'll never be an ordinary person again, yeah? A non-Buddha person again, yeah? And this last mind is called the Vajra-like concentration, yeah? Okay? The Vajra, the diamond-like concentration. We perfectly realize all things as being one taste in emptiness. And we fully experience the union of the two truths, conventional truth for an obscured mind, and ultimate truth, yeah? Okay? Yeah? Then we overcome the 3 last tiny levels of the obstructions to what's called omniscience, and we enter into the Mahayana path of no more learning or Buddhahood, yeah? And it says, when we achieve awakening, our body and mind are completely pure, relaxed and balanced, and totally cosmic and totally transcendent, yeah? Okay? So, okay, this obviously we need to explain in a lot more detail, but now it's just to give like one impression, okay? Like, so, yeah? And then later, if you like, we can explain these things in more detail, yeah? If you're interested, yeah? Okay? I mean, actually, Rinpoche, Lama Ganchen, he said that for now, yeah, what he wanted was for us to focus on becoming balanced and healthy individuals, yeah? Then he said after that we could think about getting awakening, getting enlightened, yeah? However, actually, one of the things Rinpoche said very near to, actually, in the last few months of his life, that I heard Rinpoche last say is, he said, I would very much like, yeah, for there to be Buddhas with blonde hair and green eyes and blue eyes, he said, yeah? He said, then I would be truly happy, yeah? So he actually believed that it was possible for each and every one of us to achieve. It's so nice, actually. It's like a lungten. So, of course, not only white people with blonde hair, but he meant all people, yeah, because, of course, in the past there's been many, many hundreds of thousands and millions of Buddhas from Asia, yeah? So he was saying that he wished that people in all cultures all over the world could achieve Buddhahood, yeah? And he felt that was possible, yeah? So that's an incredible, actually, gift and prediction that Rinpoche left to us. But now, from our side, we have to, like, say, make some effort to realize Rinpoche's wish, So, you know, that he could see Buddhas with blonde hair and blue and green eyes and so on, yeah, okay, and all of the varieties of people, yeah, okay. Okay, so anyway, so then at this point, they start, in the commentary, it starts to explain the different qualities of Buddha, which is so mind-blowing. I'm actually quite mind blown already just talking about how to get there, yeah, personally, yeah. Maybe actually that's even enough for today. I don't know. Let's see. Has anybody got any questions about what we were talking about? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Is there any questions? Yeah. Okay. I'll do like this. Yeah. Actually, I put my computer up because I wanted to for us to look at Lord Buddha. Okay. I thought that was the most beautiful. We were talking about his awakening. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Does anybody have any? I mean, actually, should have some questions. This is like this teaching. It takes like in the monastery they do this for like 2-3 years. So okay. And not that I can promise that I can answer everything at this moment, because I put in a very like easy way, okay? But if really, I mean, of course, we can find the answer, you know? Okay? But this is important, you know? Okay? This is giving us like more, let's say, richness. We're understanding like, okay, Rinpoche start, home, mani, pemi, home, and all this, yeah? But he wanted us bit by bit to understand like the path, yeah? Okay? Like Lord Atisha, no? Very important founder of our Kadampa Buddhism, yeah? In the beginning, he was a tantric yogi, yeah? Then actually, Buddha Tara, she recommended to him that he become like a monk, no? And follow and show the following of the Mahayana path to enlightenment, yeah? Okay, Atisha, he followed the union of Sutra and Tantra is the way of the Kadampa Buddhism, yeah? But, yeah? So it's a bit like the way Rinpoche showed us, like first, you know, mani pemi hum and all this wonderful tantric, fantastic self-healing. And then bit by bit, we're thinking, oh, yes, actually, how do, you know, then is coming all the sutra teachings, you know. So very skillful means, actually, yeah, okay. Okay, good. Somebody's posted somebody's posted the page from the Lalita Vistara Sutra, if you like to read, yeah, okay. So then you can read, those of you can read slowly, no? Okay, so beautiful, yeah. This is Rinpoche said to make the Lalita Vistara like not exactly. He said like a comic actually, but what he meant was an abridged version, like more easy, yeah, because the Indian Mahayana sutras are so awesome, so transcendental that we people with, let's say, ordinary point of view, we get lost in all the awesomeness, yeah. So Rinpoche requested Eleanor, who abridged it to make it more simple, more easy for us to understand, yeah. But so beautiful this Lalita Vistara, yeah. Also, so useful, no? Rinpoche was really right. We should publish that, you know. Okay, so any more questions about how to get enlightened? I mean, of course, this is, like I say, this is an ant trying to understand what we're like, or we trying to understand what a Buddha mind is like. But anyway, something is there, no? Okay. Okay. Okay, so far, no questions. Good. Okay, so let's go on. There's something. Okay, so as I said, okay, now we can look at the picture of the Dhyani Buddhas. Okay, Dhyani Buddhas all look like Shakyamuni Buddha, don't they? Except one's white, one's yellow, one's red, one's green, and one's blue. Yeah, okay, very colourful. Yeah, but we have this image of Buddha, yeah? How this is the classical image. Buddha has like this, what we call an Ushnisha on his head. He has like long ears. He has this and it has that, yeah? And throughout India, Nepal, Thailand, Mongolia, and all this, all the Buddhas more or less look like this. Why do all Buddhas and all the statues and paintings of Buddhas look like this, yeah? So why actually is because in the perfection of wisdom, there's something called the 32 major marks of a Buddha, yeah? So each of the, let's say, these like physical characteristics represented here in this image of the Dhyani Buddhas, they represent one quality that we need in order to become awakened, yeah, to become a Buddha, yeah, okay. So whether let's say when we achieve Buddhahood, whether we will actually have ears that size, yeah, and whether we'll actually have like a hair curl here, or whether we'll actually have like 1,000 spoke wheel on our hands, it doesn't matter, yeah, okay. Actually, this is called the Supreme Emanation Body, by the way. This is how the Buddhas are perceived by Arya Bodhisattvas, yeah, people with pure perception, yeah. Ordinary beings like us, we perceive Buddhas as what? Like us, yeah. Right. Okay, so this is actually where the 3 bodies of a Buddha comes in, yeah. Okay, now I've just realized I need to talk about that, yeah. So this isn't okay. This explanation is NgalSo Self-Healing, actually never going to finish, yeah. Okay, but let me try, yeah. We have something called the 3 bodies of a Buddha, actually 4 bodies. Dharmakaya is the Buddha's mind. Sambhogakaya is the emanation body. And these forms of Buddha, like this, not the picture, but the actual one, is called the Supreme Enjoyment Body, yeah. Then there's what's called the Nirmanakaya, the emanation body, and the actual physical form of Shakyamuni Buddha in this world was the Supreme Emanation Body, yeah. Okay, so there's 3 Buddha bodies: Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya, yeah. Mind, speech, and body. Okay, there's actually a 4th Buddha body called the Svabhava Kaya, yeah, which is the emptiness body of a Buddha, yeah, because even a Buddha's body, speech, and mind lacks inherent existence, yeah. Okay. So when Lord Buddha achieved awakening, he achieved the awakened body, speech, and mind, yeah. Okay, his mind dissolved into the awesome state of spontaneously born new bliss and emptiness, yeah. Okay, but only other Buddhas can relate to that, yeah. So if you're not a Buddha, you cannot relate to it. It's too awesome, it's too high, too pure, yeah. The what's called the Sambhogakaya, the emanation body, the high bodhisattvas can see that and relate to it. So actually, many times when we were with Rinpoche, yeah, Rinpoche would say, look at that, there is Buddha so-and-so in the sky, yeah, okay? And maybe some of us with maybe some slight positive impression, or because we were carried along by the wave of his positive energy, we could see like one color, one rainbow, one lion, one hand, one foot, one crown. We could see something, but we didn't see the whole transcendental vision, yeah? Yeah, but that was like his realm of vision, like the Sambhogakaya, yeah? But like you say, only Arya Bodhisattvas can see that. So basically for us, that's not much use, yeah? What we need is the Nirmanakaya. Now, Nirmanakaya means Tolku, yeah? In the Tibetan tradition, we say, like, for example, Lama Caroline, Tolku Rinpoche, okay? So Tolku, yeah, means like it's the form of either a bodhisattva from the 1st to the 10th bhumi, or a Buddha, yeah, manifesting in a form that we can see, we can relate to. So what can we see? What we can relate to is like us, no? Yeah, like I say, if Buddha Shakyamuni, or I don't know, Chakrasamvara, or any other Buddha manifests in front of us, yeah, full of rainbows, big as the universe, and so on and so on, it's all very beautiful. But because our mind is obscured, yeah, we cannot see them, yeah. So even though the Buddha's there and wants to give us blessing and so on, it's difficult because our mind is closed, yeah? So that's why in all the Mahayana teachings, it says, our Guru is more kind to us than all the Buddhas, yeah? Because all the Buddhas of the path, like Shakyamuni and all the other millions of Buddhas, have come and gone, yeah? And shown the path and achieved enlightenment. But the one who appeared for us in a human form in the way that we can relate to was our Guru, no? Okay? So this is why for us, Vajrayana Buddha, Mahayana Vajrayana Buddhists, so precious is the spiritual teacher, because we believe that they are the manifestation of the holy beings in a form that we can relate to, because our minds are too dull, too dark, too obscure to see the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas in all their glory, yeah, okay? So there's numerous anyway, in all the Lamrim and all the Mahayana teachings, they emphasize this a lot, yeah, that our own Guru was more kind to us than Buddha Shakyamuni and all the other Buddhas put together, yeah, okay? This is why our Guru is in the center of the Lama Chirpa field of merit, yeah, on top of all the other Buddhas, yeah, okay? Our Guru gives us access to all the rest. Without the Guru, it's not working, you know? From the point of view of Mahayana Buddhism, actually, the Guru is a spiritual friend, okay? Yeah, okay. But on the Vajrayana path, the Tantric path, we should see the Guru as a Buddha, or at least as a high Bodhisattva, yeah, okay? Yeah, and this is a very important difference. Yeah, okay, in the view. Anyway, these are all things very interesting, powerful things that we need to think about. Yeah, okay. So anyway, so the other day I was talking about, like, that we want Rinpoche. Well, I talk about this frequently now. How we need to create the conditions for Rinpoche's Yangtze Rinpoche, for his precious incarnation. So then I was saying, what's the difference between Yangtze and Tulku? Yeah. So a Tulku is an emanation of the holy beings, a bodhisattva and a Buddha, whereas everybody has a rebirth, a Yangtze. Okay. However, like there's in the Tibetan Buddhism, we often say, so one Lama, one is a precious Yangtze Rinpoche, no? Okay, precious rebirth, yeah. But what we really want is the holy bodhisattva Buddha mind to manifest an emanation suitable for us to guide us and the future generations of the NgalSo tradition, and whoever's interested, yeah, on the spiritual path, yeah, okay. So like that, yeah, okay. So anyway, so yes, so these are the supreme emanation bodies, yeah. And whether when we become a Buddha, if Tulkus do not, at least in our world, they don't look like this. They don't have Upanishad on their head and so on, yeah. But anyway, yeah, in the Sambhogakaya form, they do, yeah, okay. So let's look a little bit at what these 32 marks of awakening mean, yeah, okay. So, of course, each of these are symbols of the spiritual path. Now, probably by now at this point in teaching 66 of the commentary of self-healing, we've probably got the idea that every image that we think about and see and meditate is a symbol of the spiritual path, because that's what they are, no? Yeah. So, but obviously we need to understand what they are. Like, why does Buddha have big ears? Okay, we need to know, not just think, oh, it's Buddha. Buddha is a funny guy with big ears, yeah? And so on and so on. So let's look a little bit at that, yeah. Actually, like I say, this we refer to often in the Vajrayana teachings, the 32 called major marks and the 80 minor signs of awakening. Yeah, okay. So let's look at some of these. Yeah, okay. So actually, if you're interested, you can find these in the Gye Tongpa, the 8,000 verse Perfection of Wisdom Sutra, if you want. Yeah. Okay, so first sign of a Buddha is that on their hands they have a Dharma wheel, yeah, okay? A 1,000-spoked wheel, yeah, okay? Right in the center of their hands. Oh dear, I haven't got one, okay? But anyway, so why do they have a 1,000-spoked wheel, yeah? It's because they have a great retinue of disciples, yeah, okay? Also, actually, it's a bit like a sun or something, isn't it? Like a sun with the rays of light radiating out, so the spokes are like rays of sunlight, yeah? Going in every direction, dispelling the darkness of ignorance and suffering. Yeah, so many beautiful ideas. No, okay. Okay. Anyway, so maybe I'll look for the ones that we always think of first. Why does Buddha have big ears? Let me find. Why does Buddha have big ears? Yeah, okay. Can I find it? Actually, no, I can't. I shall refer to it later, yeah? But for sure it's because he's heard many teachings that are very pleasant to hear. So that's the big ears means that, yeah, okay? I mean, actually, like the first images of Lord Buddha, yeah, okay, how did they come about? Yeah, so there's different ideas, yeah? The word for statue in Tibetan is kudra, which means looks like the holy form, okay? So the Tibetan, in our tradition, no? What they say is that how did the image of Shakyamuni, Buddha, come about? Was that one day the Buddha was looking in a pond, in a river, which was very clear and very still. So then there was the reflection of the Buddha, and actually even the historical Buddha Shakyamuni, yeah, he had a kind of golden radiance, which is why the historical Buddha is always painted gold color. Yeah, okay, yeah. So one artist was called, and they drew the image of the Buddha, which was in this river. Yeah, so they said the first image, the kudra, the first drawing of the Buddha was from this. Yeah, and they say that in the time of Lord Buddha, one statue was made. Yeah, which actually looks like Lord Buddha. Yeah, okay, so this is the explanation how they know what the Buddha looked like, because somebody made a statue in the time of the Buddha, and so since then they always copied it. Yeah. So maybe the Buddha really was like really tall and had big ears. Why not? I mean, there's there's various theories. Like for example, in macrobiotics, they say that if you have big ears, it means you're very healthy. You have very, very strong, good health. Yeah. So probably Siddhartha. Yeah, his father was called King Suddhodana. Yeah, which means eating pure food. Yeah. So he's like the ultimate macrobiotic, wasn't he? So maybe that's why his son Siddhartha was very healthy with big ears. And it's true, no? If you look at old people, like here in the Mediterranean, the really old ones, they do have bigger ears because they're much. Now we have like small ears, no? We modern people mostly, because we're not so healthy as before, yeah? But anyway, so interesting things to think about, no? Anyway, if you're interested, there's this thing called the 32 Marks of Enlightenment, yeah? So every aspect of the Buddha's holy form represents one part of the path to enlightenment, yeah? However, this does not mean that, what's it called? I don't know, I forgot what they call it, but this idea of what you look like determines your ethical qualities. There were some weird movements in the 19th century. They're not true, yeah? Okay. Yeah, this is like a symbol, okay? Yeah, so let's not get like caught up in those kind of ideas, yeah? Okay. Also remember, yeah, when Siddhartha was escaping from his palace, yeah, okay, he was in this palace with all these like really, really, really beautiful women. Okay, his father, King Suddhodana, had filled up his palace with all these supermodels, so he would completely forget about wanting to achieve awakening. Yeah, but then the Devas came down and they created a kind of magic. But actually, what they did is the magic was to see people's inner beauty, not their external beauty. Yeah. So then everybody actually looked like super ugly, like trolls or orcs or something. Then Siddhartha thought, oh no, I'm not staying here with these horrible, ugly people. I'm going to leave. I'm going to, go somewhere better. Yeah, the spell of samsara was broken at that point. Yeah. So Rinpoche always said that we need to develop inner beauty, not outer beauty. And Rinpoche always said that if he was going to judge a beauty competition, which he actually never did, yeah, he would give the prize for the most beautiful person to the most peaceful one. Okay. So, okay. But anyway, it's just something to think about. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, the Buddha's 32 marks show that he will have a great retinue of disciples, that he always perfectly keeps his commitments. Yeah. He gathers. Christians, they say that Jesus is like the fisher of men, don't they? Because Jesus was from Galilee, where like kind of a fisher area. Yeah. Okay. So actually, the Buddha is also a kind of fisher of men and women. Yeah. Why? Because he has like webbed fingers. Yeah. So not exactly like a duck, but it means in between here there's like some little skin. Yeah. Okay. Maybe he actually did have this. Who knows? Yeah. So anyway, so it says that it means he's completely coherent between his work. He's a fisher of men. Yeah, get like a net gathering all the people into the Dharma, and also there's no inconsistency, no hypocrisy between an awakened person's actions and their words, and so it's completely coherent, completely true. Their actions of body, speech, and mind. Yeah. Okay, anyway, many beautiful qualities, yeah, okay, which are represented in the holy form of the Buddha. Like I say, the golden skin is because actually the historical Buddha, it's recorded even in the Theravada Sutras that he radiated golden light, okay? Okay. Actually, in the Mahayana Sutras, the Buddha does not have a third eye. This is in the Vajrayana, but here he has something called a hair tuft, yeah? Which is something that actually can extend. I don't know exactly what it is, but a kind of probe, yeah, okay? Some kind of energy beam or something that can extend from. There's many stories in the Mahayana Sutra about that extending, yeah, okay? Anyway, so why Buddhas look like this, okay, is the karmic result of all their good deeds, yeah, okay? And anyway, every single part of the Buddha's action form is due to his previous good qualities, yeah? So if, for example, he has like a very kind of big sort of manly jaw, yeah, okay? And it's a sign that whatever he says is acceptable to others, yeah, okay? And he always speaks at the right moment, which would be a great skill to have, yeah, not say the wrong thing at the right moment. So the Buddha has a very kind of like, sort of like film star-like jaw, yeah? So, I mean, actually, honestly, for example, His Holiness Kyabje Chusen Choktrul Rinpoche has, you know, like this kind of like beauty, you know, of body, speech, and mind. Why? Because he's like manifesting these qualities of enlightenment. Yeah, okay. He's the person that I personally saw in this world that more is manifesting like these awake qualities. Yeah. So it's something we could, even us deluded ones, ignorant ones, yeah, so low mind, something we can catch of this idea, yeah. It's not just a fantasy, yeah, because we know through the holy beings of our tradition that these things are true, okay. That the high holy beings do have incredible, fascinating voices, that you feel incredibly blissful around them, yeah, okay. That you go there and you forget all your problems and so on, yeah. But anyway, they have these special incredible qualities that are unmatched by other people, and it's true, yeah, okay. So we're very, very lucky that these high holy beings are still in this world, still here to guide us, no? Incredible lucky, no? So actually, okay, another thing is when Buddha achieved awakening, his name changed from Siddhartha, the man who has everything, yeah, to Shakyamuni, yeah, the one of the Shakyas who has all abilities, yeah. Also another meaning of Rinpoche always explained in Self-Healing 1 and 2 and 3 that Muni means like ability, so we need to develop many different qualities and abilities, yeah. But another meaning of Muni is like the one who doesn't need to speak too much. Why? Because they have so many qualities, there's like no need to show, yeah, no need to show off, you know. Anyway, there's many meanings of Muni. And okay, also his name is Gautama, by the way. Gautama, yeah, Shakyamuni. So what does Gautama mean? It means they're the best of cows, yeah? It means a bull amongst men, you know, like, so here in the Mediterranean, no? We have like these like tauros, these big bulls, yeah, okay? So they're like the leader of the herd, aren't they, of cows, yeah, okay? That's also pretty powerful, yeah, okay? So the Buddha was the leader of the herd, yeah, okay? So that's another of the titles of the Buddha, yeah, okay? Just for your information, yeah, okay? Anyway, so like that. So if you like, please go. Actually, this is all freely available in English and Spanish and hopefully in Italian and many other languages. So even if you go on the internet, you can go and look up the Gyatongpa, the 8,000 verse perfection of wisdom. And if you Google the 32 marks of a Buddha and the 18 minor signs, yeah, they will be there. And if you like to see more, you can go into more detail, yeah, okay? Yeah, and one thing about the Buddha I always used to think was kind of pretty strange is he has like 40 teeth. Yeah, we have like 32, I think 32 teeth. Yeah, anyway, but he has like extra teeth. Yeah. Now, comments please we're in our Sangha. Now we have many dentists, so please, dentists friends, welcome to comment. Why do you think Buddha has 40 teeth and not 32 like us? Maybe he's really like some kind of like superhuman. Yeah, okay, and he has like some other kind of elements and energies that we don't have. Yeah. I remember one time in the Kalachakra teachings, no, they explain that each one of our teeth, no, is linked to the elements in our body and the like elements like space, water, wind, and fire. Yeah, and where your teeth grow first, like above and below, it's showing what kind of energy is dominating in your body. Yeah? So, seeing as the energies of a Buddha are fully completed, maybe that's why they have more teeth than us. Who knows? Yeah, okay. Anyway, comments, please. Welcome, yeah, okay. Sangha friends, if anybody got any suggestion, why does a Buddha have 40 teeth, please post in our retreat group, yeah, okay. Like I say, our retreat group is a retreat group, yeah, okay. So even though everything is so marvelous and so wonderful, let's try and follow the retreat. Now we're talking about the 5 Mahayana paths, the 10 bhumis, Buddhahood, Akshobhya, yeah. And also, how do we feel about meditating on Akshobhya? Welcome at the moment to post those kind of things. So if anybody has any comments on why the Buddha has 40 teeth or anything else along these subjects, welcome to post, yeah? Dawn says, she says, I'd like to say awakening seems more easy for our mind than enlightenment, yeah? Okay. Yes, like, so actually this is why Rinpoche in the book Self-Healing 3, no? He explains it. It's not like you just like sit under a tree and poof, you know, from like the light going on from darkness to light. Now in this book, yeah, it's all about the shadows disappearing and the light increasing. Yeah, so every chapter you can see, yeah, For example, it said, let's see at the top now, it's like 75th light. So we go from first light up to, how many lights do we have? 108 lights, yeah, okay. Yeah, and 108 in Self-Healing 3, it says dedication, yeah. NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing is the way to relax and heal body, speech, and mind. It is the way of enlightenment, the way of awakening, yeah. May all beings experience inner and world peace now and forever, yeah, okay. So that was Rinpoche's fine. So when we get there, we become a Buddha, yeah, and just wish to work for the benefit of all beings forever, yeah. Anyway, so all very beautiful there. So please, everybody, Rinpoche left us all these beautiful book and sadhana and inspiration, yeah. Please let's use what he left us. I mean, why did he, and also me actually, I was his worker, yeah, but he's the one, the brains, let's say, make all these incredible things, yeah, is to leave a positive message for us and future generations. So please let's use. In fact, look on the front, yeah. Here is Buddha Shakyamuni. Okay, Rinpoche was really happy when he found that picture, yeah. He said, oh, this is what I want to put on the front of this book, Self-Healing 3, yeah. This is Buddha Shakyamuni and the 16 Arhats, yeah. Actually, the 16 Arhats have a special quality of long life, yeah. Okay. So long life for all the gurus, for the Dharma tradition, and for all of us, yeah, okay? Because self-healing is about bringing balance into the body and mind, and also a way of awakening, enlightenment, yeah? So we're so lucky. So please, all of you who have these books, yeah, on the DVDs, anyway, it's all available nowadays on YouTube and everything. Please follow. Please, let's take this opportunity, yeah? It's like they say, if there was a blind turtle swimming on the bottom of the ocean and every 100 years it came up to the top for some air, and if there was a golden ring floating on the 7 seas of the world, the chance of us meeting these precious teachings is like the turtle getting its head through the ring, yeah? So more difficult than going to the fairground and throwing a hoop over something or whatever, yeah? Very difficult, yeah? So it means we're incredibly lucky. So let's appreciate the good fortune we've got and take the chance, yeah? Yeah, so, yeah, and then it's like, okay, then we do our best and then everything will be okay, yeah? Rinpoche said, whatever interaction we have with the Bodhisattva, it creates incredible benefit for us, yeah, okay? So we're very lucky we met Rinpoche and all the other great lamas of our tradition, of whose many. Also, there's Lama Michelle Rinpoche and many other beings, no? So we're incredible lucky, yeah? What a chance, what a good chance, yeah? Okay? And we should also think, I'm too old, I'm too sick, not like this, because there's many stories of people who were incredibly sick, who achieved awakening, many people who were very old, who started the spiritual path, who achieved awakening, many people who were deluded, who achieved awakening. So basically there's no excuse really, yeah? Whatever is our situation, somebody like us has grown and evolved through putting the education of inner peace into practice. So we can too. Why not? Yeah. Okay. And even if we can just get some peace, like in the Lojong teachings, they say the Dharma teaching is like, what is it? It's like a sun, a diamond, and a medicine tree. So every fragment of a diamond is precious. So even if whatever piece of this we can get, so precious, it will have incredible benefits for our life and our happiness, our well-being, this life, future lives, all our lives, yeah, okay? So we're incredibly lucky, so thank you very much, yeah, okay? Okay, so actually, I think as far as I'm concerned, that for now, that might be enough to talk about in a very short, easy way about awakening. Like I say, talking about it's okay, but we have to create the causes, so we have to practice, we also meditate on self-healing, put all the Dharma into practice. And anyway, next Tuesday, what we will do is start to talk about the 5 Dhyani Buddhas. We'll talk about Amoghasiddhi, okay? So hopefully now when we see Amoghasiddhi, and he's green, and he looks like Shakyamuni Buddha, he's a Buddha, yeah, okay? So hopefully it means a little more, and so okay, so it means we need to go through the 5 bhumis, the 10 paths, we need to get the 22 bodhicittas, We also need 3 tantric bhumis. So now it means a lot more, hopefully, than before, than just, oh, there's a green one, there's a red one, there's a blue one, and there's a white one, yeah? Which is in a robe, yeah? And with a funny thing on the head, which is probably what we thought to start with, yeah? Okay, so anyway, so we'll do that next time. Okay, so now to conclude, let's make the Munlam, the wishing prayer of Shantideva from the 10th chapter of dedications, yeah? Okay? So, okay, Rinpoche strongly emphasized that we should do this prayer. So important, no? May everyone who is sick be swiftly healed, and may every disease that affects living beings be permanently eradicated. May all medicines be effective. May the recitation of mantra fulfill all wishes. And may all viruses, bacteria, and beings who have influence over us be endowed with great compassion. By virtue of my merits, may all beings everywhere, tormented by suffering of body and mind, find physical comfort and mental joy. For as long as space exists, for as long as living beings remain in samsara, may I abide among them to dispel all their suffering. May all the suffering of living beings ripen solely upon me, and by the power of the Bodhisattva's virtue and aspirations, may all beings experience happiness. May the Buddha Dharma, the sole medicine of all suffering and the source of all happiness, be materially supported and honored and remain for a very long time. Nimo dele sendele, nime koya handele shin, nin sentatu dele pel, kuncho sungi jingilo, kuncho sungi nedruso, kuncho sungi hitashi sho. At dawn or dusk, at night or midday, may the 3 jewels grant us their blessings. May they help us to achieve all realizations and sprinkle the path of our lives with various signs of auspiciousness. Mihik me sewe te chen chen rezi, 3 me kempe, 1 po jampe ya. Dupu mahalu jomze samweda ganchen gepe suge sonkapa losandrape shabla sowade. Thank you all very much for listening. I wish that all of you, like Rinpoche says, become Buddhas with a blue or green or black or brown or whatever, grey or whatever color eyes you have as soon as possible. Yeah. Okay, now Rinpoche, we'll have to see that in his next life. Yeah. But we have to keep on going and improving ourselves. Yeah. Okay. And then, okay, so we also have many lives. Yeah. We go together. Yeah. One Mahayana great vehicle, one team together. Okay. Together with our great peace captain Rinpoche. Thank you all very much. See you next Tuesday. Thank you for listening.